Thank you for coming back to Polka Dot Mailbox, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm unboxing for you something exciting. So if you watched my previous video where I showed you the new agenda I got from Daphne's Diary, you will know that I actually recently subscribed to their magazine. Now it comes from the Netherlands, so I don't really know when I get it. The first issue of 2024 is out and in stores. How long it'll take to get to me is a mystery. Probably not until February something. So I was so impatient, I couldn't wait. I decided to go to the official Daphne's Diary store and actually order in all of the past available magazines that they still had left over. And I was able to get quite a few from 2023, as well as one from 2021. And I'm going to show you in this video what I got, what it cost me, and what I've already made with that Rogue 2021 magazine that I got. The total cost for all of this in Canadian, by the time all was said and done, was $163, which equated to about $22 per magazine. So I was okay with that. But the reason why it was so expensive was because the individual magazines themselves weren't unreasonably priced, but I think they were $11 US each. But by the time I add exchange, shipping was $37, and I also had to pay DHL customs fees and a separate charge of $22. That was all in Canadian. So when you total it all up, it was $160. Honestly, I think it was well worth it. I'm very happy with my magazines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 from 2023. And she only makes a total of 8 per year anyway. So I was able to get all of them but 2. And it starts with the number 3 magazine. So the magazines that she does have left are number 3 from 2023. Try to go in order here. Number 4 from 2023. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And number 8. So those were all the ones that you can still, as of the time that I'm recording this video, go online to Daphne's Diary official website and purchase these magazines and ship them internationally. So the speed at which these got to me was unbelievable. I think it was less than a week before they were here. So you pay for shipping, but honestly, it got here so quickly. I don't feel like it was unreasonable in the amount of shipping that I paid. I also managed to save, in that $160, that was including a 10% discount. So my agenda had a code in it for 10% off. And that basically, it was $100 for my whole order, saving $10. And then I essentially saved $10 on shipping as far as I'm concerned, because it was $37 for the shipping, which brought it down to $27. Anyways, this was separate. I'm not sure why this came separately, but I thought that this was supposed to be in one of the magazines, although it's large and it wouldn't even fit into one of the magazines. So I'm not really sure why this one came separate. I've seen other flip throughs and unboxings, and this was all included in the magazine. So I don't know if it was just an extra. That's beautiful paper right there. Gorgeous. Yeah, I don't know if it was just an extra or if it was supposed to be in one of these magazines and for some reason the cut was too big and they sent it separately. regardless, if you're interested in seeing a flip through for any of those magazines, they are readily available online. You can go back and see what is inside each magazine, but I just wanted to show you which of the volumes were left so that if you were interested in picking something up, they're very difficult to purchase otherwise. You can buy them secondhand, like on Etsy or Amazon. You can buy some previous magazines, but they're quite expensive. They're looking around like $30 each, and maybe shipping on top of that. So I found that this was a really good way if you're buying a lot and getting them all. And I'm really glad to have them because I really do love the magazine. I've already read through one of the magazines and I'm really enjoying it. Now I want to share with you what I've already made. So I've been watching some tutorials on YouTube on how to turn your magazine into a journal. Since I had this Rogue number 7 from 2021, I decided that it would be okay if I read through this one and cut it up and tried putting together my own little journal. So I have done essentially a junk journal style, and I can link down below the tutorial that I followed for this. There are a number of different ways that you can do this. You can create a signature and then have numerous signatures, usually 3 in a bound book that you've created of your own as well, or take the insides out of a book and use these as signatures. But I've actually just decided to start off with making one as a journal, a standalone journal, and I've just very simply folded the cover in half, and then I will show you what the inside looks like. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So you can see here I've done a variety of different shapes. All of these images and pages are from this magazine. I didn't go into any other magazine. I just solely stayed with this one. And there is some beautiful paper in the back of each of the magazines, and that's what this is here. This was a cute little poster that I folded into the magazine there. I think these will make beautiful backdrops and journaling spots. There's all different shapes and sizes. The thing that I love about junk journaling so much, well, there's 2 things. The first thing is you don't have to measure. Because if you know me, I really don't like measuring. And I love this pumpkin paper. Really cute. Oh, this wasn't one of the things from, I actually had this ledger paper in my bag, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to throw it in there just to provide a little bit of difference. Anyways, the second thing that I really love about junk journals, other than not having to measure, is I really love waste reduction. I really love finding another purpose for different things. This was a really cute image there. I loved this whole series, was Write Your Own Fairy Tale. This I definitely will cover up. I don't like these 2 together. These are the only ones I think that I didn't love how they fell into the book together. But when I cover this with something else, something more cartoony, it will definitely lend well to being next to this page. I'm going to create that. I loved this here. I don't even think I'm going to touch that. That's just perfect already on its own. But I'm going to come in with a variety of different mediums. I'm going to do some different cutouts from the magazine, some ephemera, some journaling, and use it like an art journal. I love this page right here. I love how that looks right there. Again, this is one of the patterned papers that came in the magazine. I did add this page in here too. I just wanted to tie into some of the blue that were here in the umbrellas. And then I chose this as my center page because it was one of my favorite pages from the magazine. I really loved that. So that is my center. Oh, and then I guess we could keep going and you can see what it looks like throughout as well. So a lot of these will get covered up. A lot of them will become backgrounds for different elements. A lot of them will be painted over. So I also varied ripping pages out of the magazine. Instead of cutting on my trimmer a straight edge, I actually just left it. And I quite like how that ripped out. The one thing that I was curious about in seeing a lot of people do these journals was what was the material of this paper like for the magazine? And I have to say I'm very happy. It looked almost like it was a glossy finish, which most magazines are. This is not. It is not a glossy. It does have a bit of a sheen to it in some respects, but a lot of these papers here have no sheen to them at all because they were pages. This was a poster actually that I cut into 4 quadrants and then just used each sheet as a page, and then it basically is going to act as its own little border, and I'm going to put some other stuff in here and that's just going to become a background. But a lot of these pages that were the papers in the magazine itself that were meant to take out are a nice sort of just regular finish. And even this is the other side of that girl. I really like that. The only thing that's actually glossy is this shiny cover, which is nice to have it be a different material. So that is what I've done so far. I've already started fussy cutting some things out from the magazine that I really like. So I really liked the frame on this, and I'm gonna, I think, paint over the person. It was an artist that was featured. The person in there, and then I could see coming in with something like this as a focal point. Anyways, I'm gonna play with that. I really loved these. That is just super beautiful. So I've fussy cut a lot of these different elements out, and even some words and things. This cute chair. So I'm going to start putting things together and seeing how that looks all together. Anyways, I'll leave links down below to all the things that I have mentioned. If you're interested in Daphne's Diary, I find it to be a really beautiful, inspiring magazine. I had to share it with you in case you have never heard of it and you are interested in subscribing. The cost to subscribe for the year was only $102 Canadian. So I will get now going forward 8 issues in 2024 delivered to my door for basically $100. So that is exciting, and that was through Express Mag. They seem to be reputable, and I'll let you know when I get the first one in, and maybe I'll start doing the magazine flip throughs as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.